If you were to give an advice about lesson planning to your teacher, what would it be?
Hello, good morning. Here are some pieces of advice about lesson planning that I can give you, Miss NOR-AIMASUMAGPI. First, your lesson must build upon the student's prior knowledge. Before preparing your lesson plan, you have to consider some questions like, what do my students need to know? The second, what are some commonly held ideas about this topic that my students might be familiar with? Reflecting on these questions will help you to decide on the necessary tasks to do in preparing your lesson plan. The second one, you need to allow for more flexibility. As a teacher, you should provide a variety of activities and tasks in a lesson that help your students interact and process content differently. The third one, you have to clarify transitions. This is very important through providing the logical and consistency needed to make our students focused, thus optimizing learning all throughout the stage of your lesson. The fourth one, allot time for students' involvement. This is the notion of time and organization which we as teachers often struggle with. Therefore, when we're writing the lesson plan, we need to focus on timing appropriately each task or activity that student might devote to think, interact, act, speak up, and also have some fun and enjoy the learning together. The last one, you need to prompt to reflect. As teachers, you should not consider your lesson plan as an end of discussion, but as the starting point for us to reflect and streamline. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So if I were to give an advice to my rookie teacher self about lesson planning, it would be the activities of your lesson plan should be aligned to respective competencies and standards. So our standards and our competencies are found in our curriculum guide or in our maps. So also make sure that the activities in your lesson plan are engaging, that the learners will show excitement and eagerness to participate and learn the lesson that we are teaching. In addition, we teachers also give emphasis to the three domains. So we have the three domains: the cognitive domain, the affective, and the psychomotor domain. So we're in the cognitive domain focuses to the critical thinking and the knowledge that the learners will able to attain after the lesson. The values, these are the values that we can impart to them. So that is under the affective domain. And of course in psychomotor, so this is now the application. So how they are going to apply those learning that they have learned in their real life situation. So those are the most important things that I want to give as advice to my rookie teacher self. And one more thing, make sure that when you're going to do your lesson planning, make sure that you study first. You study the topic that you are about to tackle in your class, because not all in our lesson planning is that, or not only in that all the things in our lesson plan are the things that we can get. So if you study more, if you research more about your topic, when you're going to teach that in your class, we cannot avoid that some of our learners will ask questions about this, about whys, and about how. So make sure that to study the topic, so that whenever a child or the learner will have a curiosity of something, you can answer that question, and you can also clarify them, and you can also give feedback right away to the answers or reaction of the learners. So that would be all. Thank you.